Alright, you're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer in extreme wind. Middle of the... What a catch that was. Today, I'm talking about pre-shot routine. I pick the shot I want to play, I see my target, I rehearse it, and I play it. So the way that you prepare yourself for hitting good golf shots, and then thin it close, or prepare yourself for hitting bad shots sometimes. How you prepare yourself to hit it straight into the woods and lose your ball. Just accepted it, I've just pulled it left and not got any cut. Completely accepted it because my routine was really good, so I'm really happy. Equally effective or disastrous if you use it in the wrong way. Don't rat hook it, don't rat hook it, no. Rat hook, oh rat hook. So that's what today's all about. I'm going to be going through how I like to do my pre-shot routine, or how I try to do it, how I need to work on it more, and how a couple of the pros go through it. How a couple, like, I'm not a pro there, innit? How the pros do it, you know. I'm a pro, so how I do it and how other pros do it. Everyone's completely different, so I'm not going to be telling you exactly how you need to do it. But I'm just going to be going through a few guidelines that I think need to be included in a pre-shot routine to allow you to hit good golf shots. Let's get to it. So when we're looking at pre-shot routine, there's no set way to do it. You only have to watch the TV and watch the lads out there, what they're doing, and they're all completely different. You look at Keegan Bradley first off, with his little run up and his little spin in the club, thinking he's going to run up and volley it down the fairway. Strike. But it's something that works for him. He's won a major and he's just won a FedEx Cup playoff event. And if you watch him, he'll actually do pretty much the same thing every time. You've got Angel Cabrera, seems to stand up like he's ready to play. He's just sort of not even bothered. I love that routine. It stops any sort of negatives coming into your head, and that's worked for Cabrera. He's won 2 majors. I think that's pretty much all he's won. I think he might have won one other PGA Tour event, but it's like, oh, I'll just rock up and win a major, it's all right. At the other end of the scale, you've got Kevin Na, who stands over the ball for about 3 weeks before he hits it. Seems to take the club away and then decide, nope, not ready yet. Kevin Na, in fairness to him, if he's not ready to play the shot, you know, he's not going to play the shot. And he's sticking to what he knows works best, and he's not letting anything else affect him. All these players, they've all been really successful. They've all won massive money. Certainly I can't criticise that. I won £8.57 the other week. I know that Angel Cabrera one, I'd rather see that. I'd rather see someone just step up and hit it rather than stand there with a load of negative thoughts going through the head. You try and go through it, go through the motions of trying to pick a target, but over the ball, you're not clear on what you're doing. But you do have those things when you see a pond or something like that on the left, top of your backswing, you think pond, and you'll either like hit a massive block right, or you will pull it in the pond. Speaking out loud of what you would be doing, you'd be approaching the ball, you stand there, but it's like, oh, where am I going to hit this? I don't know, I'm going to hit it in the rough, I'm going to shank it, I'm going to top it, I'm going to thin it, should I just hoof it? Oh, let's just hit it, let's just hit it. I'm just going to rat hook. Why am I going to rat hook it? Don't rat hook it, don't rat hook it. No, rat hook. Oh, rat hook. I don't want to lose my ball there. And you should have your phone on silent all the time. This happens every time. But you've just called me mid-rat hook. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, pre-shot routine. You've got to be clear and you've got to have that discipline, and that's where it takes practice, going through your routine, so that every time you're playing a shot, you're going through a process, making clear decisions, committing to it, and then you can just accept whatever happens because you've gone through everything you can to ensure you've got the best chance of hitting a good shot. Simple. Right, I think we're going to have a little break now because this isn't looking good. Nope. Yeah, it's really nice now. It's a good day to come out and film. Well in, Al. Well in. Look, there's a fella walking his Labrador. Why, mate? Why? He's picked my golf ball up as well. Get off me golf ball, mate. I'm not going to tell you that pre-shot route... Oh, drop me club. That's good, because now my grip's soaking. That's brilliant. Oh, and I've got mud on my gloves. So my routine here, I'm trying to play a little fade off the left side, the wind's off the left, into out the left. So I've made a decision on the shot that I'm going to play, which is going to be a little left to right shot. So my routine starts when I step over an imaginary line, which is about 4 yards away from the ball. Depending on the shape of the shot that I'm trying to play, whether it's left to right or right to left, I'll approach the ball from that side. A right to left shot, I'm going to approach it from the left side of the ball, and left to right, I'm going to approach from the right side of the ball. Just allows me to see the ball flight a lot easier. I look at my starting point, I ask myself, what is my shot shape? How does that feel? I rehearse the action, I then step in, keeping that image in my head of that ball flight, kind of like the shot tracer that you see on the TV. One last look at the main target, one last look at my start target, drawing that shot shape, play it. And as long as you keep that image clear in your mind, you're more likely to do it. And if you don't, well, you've done everything you can to ensure that you're giving yourself a chance to hit a good golf shot. And make sure you're practicing the routine with different shots, so don't just hit full out iron shots all the time. Mix it up, hit some drives, some pitches, obviously some putts if you're near a putting green, or if you're on the course is the best way to practice it. That's what we're going to go out and do it on the golf course. Actually apply it to when we need it the most. Routine it every single time. Make sure you're clear in your mind of what you're trying to do. White flag, which is 95 yards, that's my target. Wind's out the left. You know, I've decided all this before I'm hitting the shot. I've taken all this into account before I actually start my routine. Wind's out the left, so I know where I'm going to start it, and that's when the routine starts from behind the ball. I'm looking at what my target is, what my shot shape is, back at the target, see how that feels, step into the ball, one more look at the target, maintaining that image of that ball flight, and then just play it. And then thin it close. This takes as much practice as practicing a certain technique does. You've got to be out here doing this all the time, so it becomes automatic to you, it's second nature. To one, help me with accepting my bad shots, because I know I've done all I can do to hit a good shot, and two, to reduce the amount of bad shots I hit due to mental, what can you call it? Mental farts. That's what I've got, mental farts. That was good. Perform a routine as I would want to, so I'd mark myself good there. And that's what you want to do, is maintain like a score with your routine. That's what we'll do when we get out on the golf course. You're focusing on the process rather than the result. And that's where it should help with acceptance. Really good at acceptance, me. Right, I'm going to play a full hole now and go through routine, or attempt to go through routine on every shot. And I'll mark myself. So if I go through my full routine, standing behind the ball, asking myself the questions of what's my starting point, what's my shot shape, drawing that image in my head, and then what's my target, stepping in, looking up, seeing that ball flight, seeing my start line, seeing my target, and playing it, executing it as well as I can, then I get a tick. If I lose it miles right, but I've gone through my routine, then I can't be angry. I can't, obviously. This hole's about 450, pick a nice easy one, wind into out the left, can't go too far because it runs out, you get blocked out by the big trees on the right, so I've got my 2 iron. I'm going to try and play a low one up the left, just moving it back on the wind, back into the middle. Can't get angry because I did my routine. I've accepted that, just accepted it. I've just pulled it left and not got any cut. I've just accepted it in the rubbish. Completely accepted it because my routine was really good. So, I'm really happy. Didn't hit a great shot. Hit it a little bit left. I did what I set out to do, what I intended to do in my routine. I committed to the shot. It just didn't work out. But the more often you commit to your routine, the more often you're going to hit good shots. And hit good shots to follow up. So that's the plan now, if I can find my ball. I found it, it's not actually that bad. There it is. So that pin's middle is a trap left and trap right. So looking 228 into out the left. Just got to play middle of the green here. Probably playing 240 with this wind. 2 iron again. So my shot now, I'm going to start it over this little tree in front of me and let it just drift back on the wind. Pretty straightforward shot. I'm not going to try and do anything with it. I'm just going to let the wind drift it back into the middle of the green. front right edge of the green, it's on the green. But again, I mean, I'll take that really, but again, routine was good. I picked my target. It actually didn't do exactly like I wanted. The wind moved it more than I thought. I'm a little bit sheltered here with the trees. I probably couldn't feel it, but I've gone through my routine. I've picked the shot. I've rehearsed it. I've seen the shape and I've played it. All right, it's gone a little bit too much right, but it's not a problem. I'm happy. I've accepted it. I'm not kicking my tripod over. It's a result for me, that. A 15-yard chip here left, just short right. I could put it, but I just want to chip it to test myself. Same sort of principle, routine, picture the shot, try and draw that line in your head of what you want the ball flight to do, how you want it to roll out on the green. Exactly the same, really, just a shorter shot. And that's all you're trying to do, is get that image in your head every time of what you want it to do, not what you don't want it to do. Don't stand there and think, okay, this is nice, oh, duff. And I've said that to myself in my head before. I actually have done that and duffed it. I'm not going to do it now. I've got a 50 degree here. Land about 2/3 of the way, should check up and just release to the hole. And when it comes to chipping, I like to have a few more practice swings. I really like to get a feel for what I'm trying to do. And then I'll stand back, have a look at the shot, make sure I've got that image in my head and play it. Should be an easy par. It's funny this, because when I play tournaments, especially when conditions are rough like they are today, I tend to rush my routine and don't commit to it. That's when it costs you. When I'm actually talking through and I know I'm on camera, I've got to commit to my routine. Surprising, sometimes you can hit better shots. We've got a short putt here, not even 2 feet. It's a little break right to left. It's important to still go through routine even on these, because we've all missed these, especially when it's windy. I step in, I stand next to the ball, I look at the hole, I have 3 strokes back and through, just feeling the pace. In my mind, it's a red line from the ball tracing into the hole, whatever line that's on. And I follow that line again with my eyes all the way to the hole. Left lip, it's a 4. We can see, you know, I've just done, 4 shots. Each one I've gone through routine. I'm happy with how I've done that, so I'd get 4 ticks on that hole. 1 tick per hole is fine, as long as you do it on every single shot, tick that hole off. If you can play 14, 15 holes where you've absolutely committed to routine, then that's a good score. It's not easy to do right the way through. It's especially difficult to do when you've just hit a rubbish shot before, if you just topped it. It's so hard to go into the next shot and actually maintain routine. You stand up and you just want to smash it. That's when you've got to have the discipline to say, right, back in your game, back in your mental approach that you need, into routine, get back on it. Right, par 3, 168 to that back pin. Same as the last hole, winds into out the left. It's a horrible shot really, this, that very back pin. I want to be playing it sort of 165, I don't really want to go past it, because this green slopes a lot back to front, and if you miss it long, it's game over really. That's not my routine to start with. Good, isn't it? I'm just going to play a little knockdown 6-iron. Hopefully get it in between the middle of the green and that pin. Middle of the... What a catch that was. Whew, he smashed my camera. Shows how windy it is. I've literally just caught that before it's hit the deck. By the way, that went middle of the green, but it was a horrendous strike. Thinned it, no divot. Ball flight was what I wanted, but I just didn't mean to strike it out of that bottom groove there. Middle of the green though, did my routine. So that's an example of how easy it is to forget your routine and not stick to it. It was only because the camera was there I realised I hadn't done it properly. As it happened, I stuck to my routine, got back to it, thinned it to the middle of the green. There he is. But as I say, if camera wasn't there, I'd have probably just hit it rubbish, missed it miles right, wouldn't have been able to catch my camera in time and it blew over, probably broke my camera and gone home absolutely fuming. So it's probably good that it was there, that I did get back into routine. Back to what routine you should use, whatever works for you. Make sure it's making it clear in your head of what you're trying to do before you hit that shot. Don't ever hit a shot without actually having an intention, a goal from that shot. Go out and play holes, mark yourself each hole, whether you can do it, whether you commit to your routine or not. If you get an 8 on that hole, but you've committed to your routine every single shot, well then, you know, that's the result you're after. Obviously the 8's not the result you're after, but you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, if you could like and subscribe down there, that'd be great. I might have a special guest with me next week, depends if he can be bothered filming, but if not, I'll be here. You can follow me on all my social media, Alex Evans Golf. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next Tuesday.